Good Tuesday, everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith on this cloudy and cool Tuesday, following the raw and cool conditions that we had on Monday. This is the video forecast discussion for the middle of the month already, the 15th of March 2016. Morning clouds and fog resume over the forecast region this morning. Area of low pressure here moving southeast of Long Island and out to sea. Most of the cloud cover will be with us throughout the day. Temperatures are still on the chilly side, but warm with the cloud canopy overhead. Temperatures are in the low to the mid 40s, and we've got visibility restrictions down to about 2.5 miles to 5 miles variable in some of the early morning fog, and some drizzle still being reported in and around the New Jersey, New York City metropolitan area this morning as well. Another canopy of clouds from our upper level low spilling out and shearing out as they head to the north and east of the forecast region during this morning through southeastern Pennsylvania and the I-95 and Delmarva corridor. We have small craft advisories on the ocean fronts from New Jersey down through the coastal waters here into the Delaware, and this will be until around noontime today. Also on Long Island Sound, South Shore and East Ends until midnight tonight. We already have some gusty winds this morning out of the north at about 22 miles per hour just offshore here. On the water vapor loop this morning, if we'll slow this down just a little bit, on the water vapor loop this morning we show our upper level low here shearing out as it heads into the Ohio and western Pennsylvania, the mountains of the Virginias here this morning. Still have a little bit of light scattered shower activity across eastern Pennsylvania and mainly over the Delmarva this morning. Here's our area of low pressure south of the Long Island Sound here, and that's moving to the north and east. A few pressure falls here in this region, and the difference between this and this here means that we're still going to have quite a bit of cloud cover around the region today, but most of the the subsurfaces below the cloud decks will be mainly dry, but we do have some drizzle and some fog out there early this morning that will tend to dry out a little bit as we head into the afternoon, but still leftover residual moisture trapped underneath that will mean clouds will presume for the rest of today. Plenty of IFR, limited IFR, and MVFR across the forecasted terminals on the aviational weather deck for today. The overall setup this morning favors a continuation of low ceilings and visibilities in fog and drizzle. Northeast winds early will slowly back to the north and northwest this afternoon. Slow improvement this afternoon as somewhat drier air arrives and the upper level shortwave moves away from the region. Timing of the improvement hasn't changed too much from the previous forecasted areas, and for tonight, VFR mostly, but the clearing may lead to some fog towards the dawn hours on Wednesday with very light winds. On Wednesday, MVFR visibility is possible in the morning due to that morning fog, otherwise mostly VFR. Some showers will move in mainly in the afternoon and evening, potentially resulting in times of sub-VFR conditions, southerly winds at about 10 knots or less, becoming west at night as the upper trough passes through. Thursday and Friday, VFR overall. However, some showers are possible, especially Thursday on St. Patrick's Day as a cold front moves through. Westerly winds at about 5 to 10 knots Thursday, then west-northwest 10 to 15 knots, gust up to 20 knots on Friday. Saturday right now is looking good, VFR during the day, then clouds should increase and lower some at night as the next storm system potential moves in. Right now outside of Newark, it's 45, dew point 43, humidity 93%. The wind is northeast at 14. Visibilities are 5 in light drizzle and fog. Overcast conditions at 500. And hopefully we'll get some improvement in these conditions during this afternoon as some drier air works in. Philadelphia right now is in IFR, 47 degrees. Dew point 43, humidity 86%. The wind is northeast at 12. Visibilities 10. A few clouds at 800. 3,300 rather, and 9,000. And basically, we're going to look for improving conditions gradually as we work our way into the afternoon. Forecasted charts from the Weather Prediction Center. Here's our area of low pressure this morning, and another one here out in western Pennsylvania beginning to fill and move in to the north and east. Drying conditions, some light rain or drizzle this morning, and a mostly cloudy afternoon and evening. And finally, we begin to clear out later tonight, early tomorrow morning, and then our next weather maker gets in here during Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday night. It's in the form of a warm front first and then a cold front, and that means some scattered showers around the region Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday evening. And then again on Thursday morning, St. Patrick's Day, could even find a few lingering showers across the region with near seasonable temperatures as well. Start off with an AM 4-kilometer composite reflectivity forecast going into the next 60 hours or so from this morning's run. There's our light drizzle and fog around the region this morning. Drying conditions during this afternoon and rest of tonight and early tomorrow morning as well. Here comes the next warm front across the region. This will be approaching from the south and west as our deep storm system gets in up towards the Great Lakes and then passes into southeastern Canada, drags a warm front through the region, and temperatures moderate and a little bit more filtered sunshine tomorrow afternoon. We could see a few spokes of light rain showers, maybe even a low-top thunderstorm getting into the forecast region, mainly north of New York City into the Hudson River Valley area. This would be for late Wednesday evening, overnight into early Thursday morning. And that feature begins to move off to the north and east with a wave of low pressure off the coast. And by the afternoon hours, another upper trough will be approaching, and this will include the chances for an isolated scattered shower across the forecast region. But most of the parade on Thursday will not be affected by this, but generally a lot of cloud cover will be in place and near seasonable temperatures as well. Model consensus for this weekend storm is gradually becoming less and less as we move in through the forecast cycles here, as the energy is still out over the Pacific and the model guidance is now hedging that there's not going to be much of an impact, but still something that we're going to have to watch out for. As we move through the GFS forecast, we'll mention once again the scattered isolated nature of the shower activity on Thursday and Friday, and the low and cold front begin to move through and south of the region, sinking south during Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening. Everything should be drying out completely in the atmosphere by Friday night and Saturday morning. And then things turn interesting as we head into early Sunday. It now looks like the storm system in question here, at least on the latest model run from the GFS and even some of the other model guidance as well, is now suggesting this will be well to the south and east of the benchmark with little implication on our forecast other than maybe some spotty coastal rain showers, but most of the energy would be out to sea. Again, this is going to be something where the models are going to be going back and forth in this forecast until we get the RAOB data, the storm systems in question, or the pieces of the storm systems in question over the North American RAOB data site, so that we can get better model handling output going forward. Latest European ensemble 500 millibar forecast as we head into the weekend. This is our storm in question here with a disturbance in the polar flow and another disturbance here in the subtropical branch, and it looks like the latest model guidance, including the ensemble packages, are now suggesting that these two will not be close together in organization, and the southern branch system will pass to the south and east of the benchmark and away from the forecast region as it heads into Atlantic Canada during Sunday night and Monday and a Tuesday morning. And then eventually just this little bit of cold air reflection left back over, and then things begin to moderate by the beginning and middle part of next week once again. So an active pattern still in place, but nothing really significant is being pinpointed at this time. We'll continue to monitor the situation for later in the weekend, and of course the festivities on St. Patrick's Day. Probably lots of clouds around the region. Maybe an outlier shower or so in the afternoon. We'll be monitoring that. Temperatures will be in the low to mid 50s, which is just about near normal for this time of the year. For everything live, it's GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. You have a great Tuesday. We'll be back tomorrow morning on Wednesday.